Red Bull has officially signed Sergio Perez, signalling their decision not to consider Carlos Sainz as a contender. With options lessening by the minute, where does this leave the talented Spaniard? Let's find out in today's video. Sergio Perez's contract with Red Bull Racing has been extended through the 2026 Formula One season. His existing deal, signed in 2022, was initially set to end after the current campaign, but Red Bull has opted to keep him on board for at least the next 2 seasons. In the midst of a bustling driver market, where most Formula One teams have yet to finalise their full driver lineups, Sergio Perez's contract extension with Red Bull Racing stands out. This move marks his landmark 5th season and beyond with the team. Having initially joined from Racing Point back in 2021, Sergio Perez has notched up 5 Grand Prix victories spread across 2021, 2022 and 2023, with Red Bull Racing, accompanied by 3 pole positions over the last 2 years. His standout achievement was finishing a career-best second behind teammate Max Verstappen in the championship last season, contributing to Red Bull's first-ever 1-2 finish in the Constructors' Championship. Perez said this about his new deal: "I am really happy to commit my future to this great team. It is a challenge like no other racing for Oracle Red Bull Racing, both on-track and off-track. I am delighted to be staying here to continue our journey together and contribute to this team's great history for 2 more years. Being part of the team is an immense challenge, and one I love. We have a great challenge this year, and I have full trust in the whole team that the future is bright here, and I am excited to be part of it. I want to thank everyone for all the trust they are putting in me. It is a lot, and I want to pay it back with excellent results on track and off track. I think we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot more championships to win together." Christian Horner had this to say about Perez's contract renewal. "Now is an important time to confirm our lineup for 2025, and we are very pleased to continue working together with Checo. Continuity and stability are important for the team, and both Checo and Max are a successful and robust partnership, securing our first-ever 1-2 finish for the team in the championship last year. This move has led Sainz to consider his options within the midfield following his time at Ferrari. Despite speculation about Max Verstappen's potential departure and Perez's recent performance dip, Red Bull seems hesitant to pick Sainz. Ever since learning that he would lose his Ferrari seat to Lewis Hamilton at the end of 2024, Sainz has been watching closely to see if a volatile driver market could turn in his favour, particularly at Red Bull. Rumours of a potential departure by Max Verstappen and a recent dip in Perez's performance have fueled speculation about possible openings that could benefit Sainz. While it's now evident that Verstappen will remain with Red Bull at least until 2025, there was hope that Perez's recent performance decline over the past 3 races might prompt Red Bull to consider a stronger teammate for its world champion. Yet despite this competitive aspect, Red Bull's apprehension about the previous tensions between Sainz and Verstappen during their time at Toro Rosso seems to outweigh the performance considerations for Sainz's potential inclusion in the team. Even though Sainz and Verstappen have a good relationship, Red Bull is wary of having their fathers in close proximity again, as this was a source of issues during their time at Toro Rosso. Additionally, Sainz's speed on the track could potentially create discomfort for Verstappen, a factor that Red Bull is unlikely to openly acknowledge. To further complicate his problems, Red Bull's decision to decline Sainz also coincides with Mercedes no longer being a viable option. Mercedes is focused on promoting its Formula 2 protégé Kimi Antonelli directly to the works team for the next season. Since Antonelli is already under contract, Mercedes doesn't face pressure in making this decision, making Sainz's prospects with Mercedes less feasible. This situation implies that Sainz may have to wait until later in the year to secure a commitment, but by then, his fallback options might no longer be available. He's not inclined to wait that long to see if Mercedes has a spot for him, especially considering that any potential deal with Mercedes would likely be short-term in nature, which doesn't align with Sainz's immediate career plans. With Red Bull passing on Sainz and Mercedes effectively ruling itself out of consideration, the gamble hasn't paid off, leaving Sainz with limited options and significant drawbacks for his Formula One future. It seems that taking a step backward is becoming increasingly unavoidable for him at this point. Sainz hinted during the Monaco discussions that decisions could progress swiftly once he made up his mind, indicating that there are attractive contract offers on the table from both Audi and Williams. Sainz is believed to be weighing his options between Audi and Williams, with the key factor being a clear confirmation that Red Bull is no longer an option. Once that is certain, he can sit down and thoroughly evaluate the 2 choices before making a decision. The argument for Sauber Audi is compelling. It's poised to become a works team. Audi boasts a track record of success in motorsport, and Sainz could secure a lucrative, long-term contract with a top-tier manufacturer. This move could also open doors to exciting opportunities down the line. While the team's Sauber association may not be ideal, their recent performance at the Monaco Grand Prix was subpar, leaving them as the only team without points in 2024. In contrast, Williams and Alex Albon's ninth-place finish was a timely boost for the team, showcasing their capabilities on the track and reinforcing their pitches to Sainz with tangible on-track results. Given the uncertainties surrounding Audi as a race team and a new engine manufacturer, the case for joining Sauber Audi isn't as strong as one might expect. This situation has put Williams firmly in the picture. Sainz needs to carefully consider what aligns best with his medium-term goals and intentions. Now that the Perez deal is confirmed, we can anticipate Sainz making a quick decision, unless there are unforeseen twists in the already eventful silly season. Red Bull's decision to extend Sergio Perez's contract for 2 more years raises 2 important questions. Why did they choose to stick with him instead of making a change, and what implications does this have for the rest of the grid? Perez, who became Max Verstappen's teammate at Red Bull in 2020, played a huge role in securing a contract renewal during the first 5 races of the season. He achieved 2nd place 3 times and 3rd place once, showcasing his performance and value to the team. Perez's performance this year wasn't quite as stellar as his form at the same point last year when he won 2 of the first 4 races. But as a crucial part of Red Bull's strategy, the 34-year-old Mexican did precisely what was needed, supporting Verstappen and securing valuable points to position Red Bull strongly in defending the Constructors' Championship. Perez's performance saw a decline afterward, with a 4th-place finish in Miami and an 8th-place finish in Imola after missing out on Q3. His struggles continued in Monaco, where he was eliminated in Q1, and retired following a first-lap collision. Despite these setbacks, Red Bull remains convinced that Perez provides the overall package they require alongside Verstappen. While his pace has been decent, albeit inconsistent, his strong rapport with his teammate and the harmony within the team are valued assets. With a narrower lead in the Constructors' Championship than they'd prefer, Red Bull is still at the top, holding on to hope that Perez will elevate his performance to a level that allows them to maintain their position throughout the season. Red Bull made the strategic decision that despite Yuki Tsunoda's impressive start to 2024, he wasn't ready for a promotion to the Red Bull team. They also ruled out his teammate Daniel Ricciardo and reserve driver Liam Lawson for the role. Considering these factors, Red Bull prioritised continuity and unity between teammates, leading to the offer of an extended stay for Perez. The 2-year contract extension will see Perez through to the end of 2026 with Red Bull, likely including performance clauses that could be activated at the conclusion of next year. So, is it a smart move on Red Bull's part to choose Sergio Perez over Carlos Sainz? Tell us what you think in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.